Well, a beautiful day today. We are just now leaving the house and heading back to the banks. We are going to be taking care of this today. We also just purged round 1 of some trash that I accumulated during the move. I finally needed to get rid of, finally did that. Also got rid of that trampoline we found. I put it over by my can so when someone else could grab it. It just didn't have the elastic bounce. The bounce wasn't there. It was almost like the trampoline lost a little bit of bounce. It still worked, but again, it took up a lot of space. Don't really need a trampoline for the home gym. They're only like 25 bucks at Walmart.com for a brand new one, so if the missus really wants one, we'll just probably go buy one or try to find one later down the road. Anyway, on a side note, these guys are putting in some really nice plants coming in over here. Take a look at those palm trees right there. We're also gonna get some trash cans. Looking absolutely fantastic. Let's rock and roll. Only problem is my car gets so dirty and dusty from all the construction. It'll be nice when it's all complete. So when I was driving my old regular chauffeuring, all that community was dirt. And bank number 2. There gots to be an easier way, my friends. 2 banks, total time back at the house. Hair under 1 hour, but still, that's an hour worth of my time. Not to mention some gas. Not to mention, I should be able to do that over the internet for like a minuscule fee. That's why Bitcoin will change the world, my friends. Being able to transfer money to funds. And also look into Ripple. The IMF bank is using Ripple technology. And Bitcoin and Ripple, all these things are cryptocurrencies, meaning that it's not an actual US dollar, but it's worth an actual US dollar. It's kind of like gold, but gold is a physical hard thing you can hold or you can store worth $1. Make a long story short, our economy is a little bit iffy worldwide, I guess you could say. Not to mention our dollars aren't really backed by anything. They're just silly funny money. They're not backed by gold anymore like they used to. So you have to be able to be wise and see the trending changes in the world. And if you're an early investor, it definitely can pan out to your beneficiary, God willing. 9:31 p.m. May 1st. Looking out at the product, and I want to go ahead and organize it. I've been pondering on where I should put what. And so what I need to do is I've kind of been looking at the space, and obviously that little hanging little white cage that came down from the ceiling, that would be obviously a really good spot over there or tucked way over there, but unfortunately those spaces are just too small. If I did do it in this corner, it would actually hang over about 6 inches into my doorway, which would prevent a little bit of blocking. I know the shoe rack is already blocking, but not severely. This would be like potential banging your head possibly. Again, not 100% sure, but again, we do need to hit studs. So I'm thinking about instead of bringing it back over here and putting it right behind the garage frame, the garage door motor frame here, or right here, but I'm thinking more on this side because this is my plan for the man cave 2.0. What I want to do is I want to have bicycles on the slat wall here. I want to have the slat wall here. I want to have bicycles on the other side of the slat wall. I want to have the carpet here in the middle. I want to have a nice couch here. I want the home gym there, the Muay Thai bag over here in the middle, over by the home gym. eBay auction center is going to be back in that area over there where it's dark, and we'll go ahead and of course put up some sweet paintings, all that stuff. So that is in the books right now. Again, we're just kind of looking at over the mats. We'll go over in the home gym area. The carpet, the big old carpet would go here. And then the front of the garage will go ahead and just keep open because we probably will park Natalie's car in here. So we need probably where my foot is, right around this section here, all the way up front, about a good solid 15 feet will be for the car, for the tools, etc. Let's see what the friends are up to now. We got a guy chopping down cylinder blocks over here, and we got a guy putting in the post railing over here to the left. Coming together. Their addresses are on the doors there, as you can see, the white squares. So they're working hard. It's coming together. Nice little dirt patch there. Their sidewalk is complete right there. We're looking good. It's going to be real nice soon. What's really cool as well is that next door, the folks, actually I talked to the realtor, the folks literally that have the place next to us here and that are on top of our kitchen area. Again, this room, the office is right over here, but someone actually owns this place here. But they are actually in the East Coast, and they're trying to rent their place out for a short-term rental, I think like 6 months or something like that. And they're actually asking a lot of money for it. It is furnished and has some electronics and stuff like that. You can actually see it on Zillow. And what they're trying to do, I talked to the realtor, they're trying to actually get jobs here in California and eventually come to California to live. They're from the East Coast again, and so we eventually will have neighbors, but it's actually really nice right now not to have anybody tromping above you. Even though it is new construction, you can still hear them a little bit. We have carpet, they have hardwood upstairs, so when the realtor was here tromping around, you could hear it a little bit. It's not over the top, but again, it's nice and silent like this, you know what I'm saying? So that's very, very nice. So we don't expect any neighbors for probably a long time because price range that they're asking for it, it's a lot more than what we're paying. Just one of those days where you just need a little bit more. That needs to be taken out to the post office, but we'll do that after kickboxing because you might as well save some time on the way back right there and then come back home. Okay, back to the man cave. Something that I have, it's a quality, but it's also a, well, it could be a curse or a quality. Hold on, let me clean my lens. Much better. Okay, so it's a quality or it could be a curse. And my dad has this as well, and Natalie has this extremely. She's like almost, no joke, she's probably, you know how you marry into the family? Well, Natalie is my dad's daughter. He never had. They're very driven, very focused when they have something in mind, and this is where I get it from, of course, because genetic, it's a beautiful genetic code. So when you have something in mind, you kind of like put a lot of effort in it. I get in zones where like I have a goal or I have a thing that I'm trying to work on. Right now it's the man cave. So it's like other things can kind of wait and then you like hone in on this one thing and it just needs to get done. And for instance, my dad's building up the Colorado ranch right now and he's very focused. He wants to get the ranch completed. I need to get my man cave done. My wife has her projects that we kind of zone in on. Now there is the part of that is actually the curse is that when the significant other comes home or whatnot, you need to pull away from the project and spend time. It's kind of hard to get out of the zone. For instance, I know I need to go to kickboxing in about 3 hours. I know I need to exercise, but sometimes when you get in that zone, it's hard to even go exercise. I know it sounds weird. I know it even sounds weird to like stop what you're doing and going in to eat, but sometimes I get in that like hyper focus mode where it needs to get done. And then like before bed, I start planning out, okay, where the TV is gonna go, etc. Like I said, a curse, but also awesome because then it's actually completed very quickly. So, let's begin. Well, obviously this is not the final shebang, but the shelving is for right now. So I set up this little shelf in the back corner of the, again, this is the very back of the garage, this little area here. You have your light switches and garage door opener here. And again, it is 40 feet from this wall right here all the way to the garage door, 40 feet that way. And then what's awesome about this model is you have this extra solid, at least 8 feet back to that mirror there. And it's not too wide, I'd say about maybe 3.5 feet if you're lucky, ballpark, somewhere right around there. Anyway, I was able to get the motorbike with this shelving and the helmet rack here. And I do have one more shelf, and again, I did find this dumpster diving, so I do have one more shelf I'm gonna put like right up the top of the bike here and either put helmets here and then something else on top or maybe some accessories on the other shelf. The only problem though is I need these little black things that hold the shelf on this piping here. Now again, that shelf we had since the bachelor pad. That's been a long time shelf of mine here. That we stacked up boxes, drones, super soaker, Christmas stuff. And then again here, I am messing around with this. There's my extra shelf right there. We got the scuba dive equipment. We got the airsoft gun here. But coming back over here, I've decided that ultimately the best bet, well, obviously the best bet would be like this corner over here, which I talked about. I was thinking about going right here, but I kind of wanted to free up this area for, again, the gym. So we're gonna go behind the garage door opener again, like I mentioned, spaced it out. Natalie will probably park her car in here, and when lifting up the tailgate, it will knock the rack, unfortunately, but there's gonna be plenty of clearance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install some foam padding so that when the lift gate goes up, it can rest up against the rack without banging into it and scratching her car. That way we can unload the groceries a lot easier. And that's enough about that. Let's head to kickboxing. When there is something I can take Great kickboxing class tonight. Heading to the post office now, drop a package. Hopefully the slot is big enough for this box, because this box is a little bit big. I sold a Mold Control Hummer car, so let's see if this box fits in there. Looks like it might just be big enough. Let's see here, hopefully. Actually, I don't know if that's gonna turn over. It should. Sweet. Always double check, make sure that it's gonna clear it, and it did. All right, that means I don't have to go to a second post office. Let's go. Next stop, grocery store, applesauce and some water. And if you're wondering where Natalie is, she went to a Bible study with her friend, so I said that's a great excuse to miss kickboxing, but we'll see her tomorrow. Next stop, car wash. Let's get this thing cleaned. It is filthy. Next stop, gas station. It says I have 9 miles to go, and it's probably right on the dot. Luckily, there's a gas station right in front of us. All right, all the errands and the books. Oh man. See, that's the problem about that car wash. I had to use the foam brush because it was on a different timing system. I couldn't bucket wash, so I got a little spot on my windshield. Let me clean that off real quickly before I go home. Anywho, if you guessed it already, yes, this vlog was over the course of 2 days, and for tomorrow's vlog, I'm gonna do a special video on that, so stay tuned. Errands are done. Let's go home and get some grinds in the books. Bon appetit, my friends. We got the rice, the lean, red, ground, grass-fed beef, avocado mixed in. It's pretty much this. My wife has taken this one to work tomorrow. Rice, we got some meat, and then the avocado. It's kind of all stirred up in here, a little bit of sea salt on top, and then right now, I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit of Portuguese olive oil on top. Of course, pineapple for dessert.
God bless you. God protect you. Remember to Carpe Diem and live your dream. See you all tomorrow. Subscribe if you want. Thumbs it up if you're feeling frisky. See you tomorrow.